Good morning. Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Tanya. I'm Tanya. So glad you're able to join me here today. A few things before we get started. I will be at one point sitting on a blanket that's folded as we do some of our stretches while we're sitting down. So if you have a blanket or a pillow, something that you would like to sit on during some part of our practice, please go ahead and grab that. Also, we will be going to a standing at one point. So if you do need assistance getting up, please make sure you have a block or a chair that doesn't roll or a wall handy to help you transition, because then we are going to go back down to the floor. So let's get started. So let's just take a moment here. I'm just going to warm our hands. And as we warm our hands, let's just think of your intent for the practice today. A word, a phrase, an emotion, something that's going to help inform your movements, or something that you can assess when our practice is done as to how you are feeling, right? So right now we're just going to bring some warmth into our hands as we think of our intention. Very nice. And once your hands are nice and warm, I want you to just stop the motion and we're just going to press. Pressing in and releasing. Right? So we're going to inhale, press, and release. One more time, inhale. Press those hands together. Nice press. And release. Well done. It's a nice little way to start waking things up for our practice today. And let's continue with a little bit of breathing, right? Some mindful breathing so that we can use this to guide the rest of our practice today. So one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And as you inhale, notice the movement of your belly. And exhale, notice that it kind of sinks in, goes towards your lower back area, right? So breathing in, let that belly expand nice and full. And breathing out, let it contract. Breathing in, expand. And the other thing I want you to notice as you're breathing in are your shoulders. Are they staying down? Are they moving forward? Are they hunching up? As if you're filling your chest, but you're not really, right? All of those things notice. And then when you release, notice what this part of your body is doing on the release as well. Breathing in and out. Very nice. In and out. Nice. So as we progress through our class today, and I do talk about breathing, just give yourself a chance to think about this moment here when we were talking about your belly expanding and contracting with your breath. So from here, I want you to just clasp your hands together, and we're just going to make a little figure eight. Very smooth, very gentle. We're just starting off with small little circles in your wrist. You may hear a little click here and there with your wrist. Now remember, clicks are fine as long as they aren't accompanied by pain. As with anything in yoga, if at any point you feel pain in your body, please very gently, but as quickly as you can, release whatever pose we're in. Pain is never okay. It's not ever our goal here. Now, sweet discomfort, that's a little different. That's just that nice, easy stretch that comes with using parts of our body that we may not always use, right? So that's very different. That is okay. But if you do ever actually feel pain, please stop what you're doing and just give yourself a moment, okay? And then let's just kind of roll it a little bit bigger. Nice little figure 8. And then we're going to stop here under our chin like this. And on the inhale, just raise those elbows up and out. And then exhale, bring them in. So inhale up, exhale out. Nice. Inhale up and exhale out. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for just this nice inhale in and an exhale. It's okay if one side doesn't want to go up as high as the other. That's absolutely fine. That's where your body is at in this moment, and that's what we want to respect. We want to respect where your body is in this moment. So if only going this far on both sides is what you have, then that's beautiful, that's perfect, and that's what you should do. If your body says, you know what, I can go up here today and it feels amazing, then that's also what you should do. So just respect what your body is telling you and move from there. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And we're also looking for just a gentle, easy pace. Inhale. And exhale. We're just exercising that diaphragm here. Just working with the quality of our breath. Inhale. We don't need to go fast. And release. Very nice. So from here, let's put our hands out in front, palms up. You're going to let your fingertips touch your thumb. And then you're going to bring them right in here to your chest. And then out. Just kind of like a bicep curl, right? In and out. Very nice. So inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale here. Very easy, steady. If you start to feel this a little bit too much in your arms, you can go ahead and just relax them, or your hands on your knees. You can just give yourself a breath break here if you want. But if you are able to continue with us, we're going to do just a couple more. Exhale. Inhale, one more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's just let those shoulders release. Let your hands rest gently on your knees. And just give yourself a nice little shoulder roll here. And really concentrate on the movement. You really want to be mindful of how your shoulders are moving, right? Because if we're kind of doing this, if you feel yourself doing that, you may just want to just slow it down. Keep it here in the center, nice and easy. My hands are super relaxed on my knees. Elbows are nice and bent just a little bit, right? You want to make sure that you're not giving some stiff arms here. Just a couple more rolls this way, just really feeling how good that feels to just kind of stretch, right? And let's go the other direction. Just really allowing this area to just sort of awaken and release, right? All tension, kind of dissolving any tensions we might have right now. Tension, what? Just let those go nice and easy, right? So we're going to do one more using our arms and shoulders, right? And then we'll move a cactus arm action here, right? And you'll notice that the arms aren't too far forward. They're nice and parallel. Right along here, a nice straight line, right? You want to make sure that we're not going too far back or too far forward. And also, again, just like earlier, if one side wants to stay up higher and the other side feels good here, that's okay. It's where you're at, and that's where you're going to get the most benefit from your practice if you really listen to what your body is telling you, right? So from here, we're going to inhale, bringing those elbows and hands together, and then exhale and come out. Inhale and exhale. Right, inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Nice and steady here. Again, we're not worried about the pacing being fast. We want to just keep our pacing nice and steady and slow. And let your breath accompany it, right? Your breath should be as steady as your arms. Easy here. Just opening. Let's do one more. You're probably starting to feel this a little bit in your shoulders, maybe down along the back a little. There we go. So from here, we're going to keep our arms open. And on an exhale, I want you to just twist a little bit, right? So we're going to twist to the right. So we're going to inhale here. And as you exhale, you're just going to turn a little bit. And your head can go with, or it can stay neutral. It depends on how you feel. And then exhale to the center. And exhale to the other side. Beautiful. Back to center. And the other side. Nice. Again. And one more time each side. And you want to make sure that you're not leaning too far back here. I just found myself sinking back a little bit. So there you go. And back to center. And let's release those arms. Woo! How did that feel? God, I can feel it right in here. So let's give ourselves a little massage after that work, yeah? So we're going to take our hands, and I'm just going to very gently place them below, right, body parts, the base of my skull here, right where it's sort of the area where you can feel your spine connecting. And we're just going to very gently squeeze and release. And I'm saying squeeze, but it's actually a little bit less than that. It's almost like a gentle pulse, right? So working your way from the base of your skull down to the tops of your shoulders and then back up again, okay? Just very, very, very gently squeezing and releasing. Breathing as you do. This is one where I tend to hold my breath, so please remind yourself to keep that breath nice and steady as you're giving yourself this nice little, very gentle treat here. Beautiful. Just again, working your way down. And again, it's like a nice little pulse. I say squeeze, but it's really a little bit less than that. We want to be gentle with our body. We don't want to create stress here. We want to relieve it. Yeah. Very nice. So let's stop, shake that out. Now let's go ahead and take your left hand and just very gently, as far back as you can. If this is where you feel comfortable, go ahead. We're going to do just little gentle pulses here too. If you can reach back and go to like the base of your neck here and work your way around the backside, that's great. Doing gentle squeezes all the way around, get those shoulders. But if here is where it feels good, then this is here where you should be. Okay, and in that case, just kind of go in this area nice and light. Keep it gentle, keep it steady. Keep your breathing nice and even. Again, this is another place where, because our brain is thinking squeeze and release, or mine is, I tend to hold my breath. So again, just make sure that as you are giving yourself a little bit of this love here on this side, that you're still breathing nice and steady, okay? Very good. Let's shake that out. Shake your hand like you just had a little bit of water on it. Like maybe you washed it for the 20th time today. I don't know. And then let's do the other side, right? So my hand is just like this, and we're just going to pulse. Just a little pulse squeeze here, all the way, only as far back as you're comfortable. You don't have to reach all the way back if you're starting to feel a little stress or strain here, okay? Just a little bit. Here we are. Just respecting what your body is telling you today. Right now it's telling me, thank you, this feels good. Right, so keep your breath nice and steady as we do this. Very nice. All right, one more, and then we're going to move on and do a little bit of stretch on our legs and our hips. But I want you to take one hand, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to cup it here, and hold just the back of your neck very gently. My chin is still in a neutral position, and it's not a squeeze, it's more just like a hold. And you're just going to give some little quick head nods, yes, right? Like we do our best to say yes to everything, right? Sometimes it's, yes, I could really use some pizza right now. Or, yes, I would like to go for a walk on this beautiful day. Whatever it is, just say yes to it, right? Yeah. And sometimes we do need to say no. Go ahead and give your head a nice little quick head shake no. It's okay to say no to something that feels wrong for you, to something that may not be right for you in this moment. But in that way, you're also saying yes. It's a trick. So let's go ahead and do the other side, saying yes again. Yes to life, saying yes to things even if we don't want them. Because we know that there's probably a gift in there somewhere, right? A little trinket for us to learn or absorb. So little yeses, and now of course little no's. Little no's that we won't be defeated by things that stress us. Little no's that we won't take things for granted, things like that. A positive no, if you will. And release. Oh, feels nice, right? So we've been sitting in this way for a little bit. I am going to take my blanket and sit on it. And how high up, or what your blanket or pillow is how it's your comfort level here. The thing that you want to think about is just making sure that there's an evenness, right, and a balance in your body, and that one, if it's a pillow and it's a lumpy pillow, you want to make sure that one side of your hip isn't higher up than the other, right? We're looking for evenness here. We're looking for balance, and I am going to stretch the legs out here because we have had our knees bent for a little while, and I'm just gonna roll my feet. Just little rotations to the right or the left, whichever direction you choose to go first is totally fine. And we're going to stop and switch directions. All right, just a nice little release in the legs there. Very nice. And then we're going to exhale, point your toes forward. Inhale, point them towards the ceiling. So exhale forward. Inhale, ceiling. Very nice. Exhale forward. Inhale, ceiling. Exhale forward. Inhale, ceiling. Exhale forward. Very nice. And just give them a little shimmy shake. And we're going to do a little wiper action here, and I am hinging from up here in my hip area here in these little creases, right? Because if you're hinging just from your knees, you're putting them in a really awkward position, and it's also not really going to be beneficial. So make sure that you are giving your whole leg this little action here, okay, to release a little bit. Very nice. So from here, I'm going to bend just my right leg, and I'm going to let it sit just above my knee. You don't want to let it sit right on my knee. And I'm going to make sure again that I'm nice and even on my blanket. And I'm going to use my hand as sort of a slide here, okay? So we're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're just going to slide a little bit forward, just a little bit. And then back up on an inhale. And then exhale, go forward again, just preparing your body for the position that you're going to take. And then inhale. And now this last time, and I'm moving my feet out a little bit, you can adjust as you need to do. That's one of the reasons why we do our prep slides, because that way it tells your body, it gives your body a little bit more information for when you're actually going into the pose, right? So this time we're going to inhale here, exhale, and we're going to slide towards your knee. So a couple things to think about. If you want to bend the knee to take some of the, if it's starting to feel a little pressure or strain, go ahead and bend it. It's totally fine. Also, you can flex the foot a little bit. That will help ease any tension you may have back there. You can even put a little pillow under here if you want. It's your choice. And then to release, if you want to release all the way down and it feels okay for you, then please do. Just release all the way down. If that puts too much stress or strain back here to release all the way down, then just go a little bit. It's okay. You can put your hands on a chair if you have one nearby, or you can just kind of rest in this way. It's okay. Again, respect what your body is telling you. Respect how your body feels right now. And we want to avoid any excess strain or tension or stress on any part of your body. And I also want you to think about this back hip here, your right hip. I want you to notice if it's staying flush with your blanket. If you start to feel any lift, just back it up a little bit, okay? And I'll stop talking now so we can get into position and breathe. Here we go. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. And notice on the exhale if you're able to extend those hands a little bit farther out, right? Notice if you're able to sort of walk those fingers and increase the stretch that you have. Really feel that nice stretch. You may be feeling it here in the lower back area. You may be feeling it along your back side. You may be feeling it a little bit in your hamstring here. Again, as long as it's not actual pain, that sweet discomfort, that little tug of stretch is a good thing. So on your next inhale, I want you to very, very, very slowly bring yourself back up to neutral. And you want your head to be the very last thing to come up. Give your shoulders a nice little roll. Stretch your right knee out, right leg out. Give it a little, just give yourself another little twist here. And then let's go ahead and bend that left knee, hinging it right here on the inner side of your thigh. If that's too close, if you need to have it out a little bit, that's fine. If you don't want it hinged, if you don't want it bent, that's fine too. If it's easier for you to have a V shape with your legs for this, please do that. But mine will be bent. Okay, and again, same with the other side with the knee. If you're feeling any undue stress or strain here, you can always bend it. You can flex the foot. You can put a pillow under it. You guys, the choices. Probably too many. All right, so let's breathe in here. And let's exhale and just let that hand slide down your leg a little bit. Just noticing how things feel as you get ready for this position. Inhale up. Exhale, slide. Inhale up. And this time we're going to release. Exhale. And just breathe here, noticing how your body feels in this pose. Nice big inhale and exhale. Notice if you're able to scoot your fingers out a little bit more on that exhale. Notice where you're feeling this stretch. Couple more breaths. So on your next inhale, very slowly make your way back towards your center, letting your head be the very last thing to come up. Very nice. We're going to do one more thing and then we're going to move into cat-cow. So we're going to do seated cat-cow first, and that way if you are not feeling comfortable doing it from table position today, you'll have an alternative for you. So if you're choosing to do seated cat-cow, you want to sit with your feet in just easy cross-legged pose here, hands relaxing on your knees, they're not engaged in any way, and you want to exhale, tucking your chin to your chest, squeezing pelvic tilt here, letting the stomach sort of sink towards your spine, and then as you inhale, you want to come forward with your chest. You want the chin to come forward. You want to avoid going too far up with your chin, right? Because our chins can be our neck can be pretty flexible, and if we go too far, you might not like the way that feels, okay? So let's exhale, tuck. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale and exhale. And release. Very nice. So I am going to go into table pose. If you are more comfortable doing seated cat-cow, please continue doing it that way. As we quick safety check, you want to make sure that your hip is above your knee and that your shoulder is above your wrist, right? So if you're like this, oh, thank you. You want to be back up here, and you also want to give yourself a nice wide spread of those fingers, a nice lovely little jazz hand happening, okay? So from here in neutral, we're going to exhale, tuck. Inhale all the way through the center. Chin up. And then exhale. Inhale. Smiling because it feels good. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and steady, right? No rush. Really let your body just dissolve into these movements in an easy way. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, smiling. And exhale. Squeezing out that last bit of air so you can welcome in some fresh new air. Breathing to neutral. And we're just going to do a quick little exhale to the side here. Inhale, center. Exhale, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, center 2 more times each side. Exhale, at your own pace. One more time each side. And center. Very nice. So I'm just going to walk my hands back here. We are going to come to a standing pose. So now would be the moment if you do need to grab something to help you stand. Otherwise, I'm just going to come into a squat and then slowly come up, unwinding my spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Letting my head be the last thing to come up, rolling my shoulders to stay centered. Very nice. And fixing my pants. Let's keep your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're just going to do our swings to release here. Nice, gentle swings. I believe the official yoga term is Lord Daughter. Not really, I just made that up, but this is what she does when she's bored. So swing here. You can keep your eye gaze to the floor, or if you want a little bit more involved, you can turn your head back, trying to see that opposite heel as it lifts off the mat. If that's not your thing today, again, respecting what your body is telling you. If your balance is a little wacky or you're just not feeling it, just keep it here. Totally fine. Our body feels. We just did a lot of floor work. We just did a lot of breath work and stretching. So let's just take note of how that makes us feel as we're now standing, okay? So I'm going to stand with my feet, with my big toes together. If that's too close for you, no worries. Just step them apart a little bit. I want you to think about your knees. Make sure that they're not locked, right? We want our knees to be nice and easy, a little bit of bounce, right? So from here into Tadasana, right? Mountain pose. You want to think about shoulders down and relaxed, yeah? My hands are pointed face out, but you're welcome to do this with them as well. And you just want to think about how your feet feel right now, completely planted on the ground. They are rooted on your spot, strong and firm on all 4 points of your foot. And then let your mind travel all the way up your body and notice how each part of you is feeling as you breathe nice and steady. Gently open your eyes. Let your feet come apart and just kind of take in what that moment was for you. We are going to do goddess pose for our standing today. And I want you to just stretch your feet out a little bit. For my friends who have beautiful turnout, you know who you are. This is your moment. So let's go ahead and make sure that your feet are, you want them pretty wide apart, and you want to make sure that this is tucked, right? So you want to avoid this kind of action. You want to avoid an arch back, and you want to avoid leaning too far forward, okay? So we're going to breathe in here, and as we exhale, we're just going to squat down a little bit. And then when you inhale, we're going to squeeze those glutes and come on back up. We're going to exhale and go down again. Okay, I really want you to think about the safety of your knees in this, right? If going down too far does not feel good, don't go down too far, okay? Just go down a little bit. That's fine too. It really is. Trust me, you will have beautiful benefits as long as you respect what your body is telling you and just make adjustments as needed, right? Yoga is a practice. Let's inhale up as I babble. Yoga is a practice, and what we do every day is not going to be the same. And that's okay. That's all a part of it. It's all a part of our body adjusting and growing and getting healthy and strong. And just be patient with yourself and just know that everything you are doing is going to help improve how you feel, how you think, and how you see the world around you, especially in this time of change and, just this interesting time, okay? So inhale here, exhale down. And this time we're gonna stay. We're just gonna breathe here, and I really want you to squeeze those glutes. You really wanna contract that abdomen here and just go down. One more breath here. Sink a little lower if you can. Nice and firm and strong, and then breathing up. Very nice. This time when we go down, we're going to use our arms to just add a little bit more to our movement here. So we're going to breathe in here and exhale. Nice and slow. And as you inhale this time, I want you to raise your right hand and just lean a little bit. Breathe in here. And then as you exhale, release that hand And as you inhale, bring up your left. And release just a little bit. Inhale up. You're probably starting to feel it in your thighs, so make sure you're squeezing, and if you need to come up a little bit, that's okay too. If you can sink down further, go for it. One more time, each arm. Inhale. Breath here. And exhale. Beautiful. Last time, other side. Exhale into it. You can do it. Breathing here. And release everything up. Feels so good. Right, let's adjust our feet a little bit so you're not quite as much in turnout. Hands on your hips here. We're going to breathe in. Bend your knees, and I want you to just lean forward a little bit. Like as if you're making a table for yourself. And we're going to inhale up. And exhale forward. And you can let your hands come towards the floor. If they touch the floor, great. If you've still got a little ways to go, that's no problem either. Breathing here. And if you want, you can release all the way. If this puts pressure on your head or on your neck or on your spine that does not feel good for you, please just keep your hands here, knees bent, and just stay right here in more of a table, okay? Think about your neck being in a nice midline point. But if you can release all the way, go for it. We're just going to breathe here for a couple breaths. Nice and easy. And on your next inhale, go ahead and put your hands back on your hips, bend your knees, a nice good bend, and very, 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 very slowly come on up, unwinding your spine, and let your shoulders and your neck be the very last thing. Woo, that feels so good. Good job, you guys. Give it a little shimmy shake. We are going to go back down to the mat for some more targeted breathing, and then my favorite part of class, Shavasana. So exhale. And this time when we exhale, we're going to let our arms guide us down to the mat. Exhale. I'm bending down. You can go all the way down if you want. However works best for you. Okay? So from here, sorry, my mat's a little wackadoodles right now. Wackadoodle, official yoga term as well. Got a lot of them today. We're going to do a little boat pose. Okay, so first I'd like to just do some windshield wipers. So I've got my hands right behind me, they're by my hips. So we're just kind of rocking it a little bit. Just undoing, releasing, letting it go. Very nice. Let's stop that motion. And we're just going to do a modified. We're just going to keep it nice and easy and relaxed. Just building strength and flexibility in every way that we can, right? So let's breathe in here. And I want you to just lift your right leg, and you can hold it back here behind your, not right under your knee, but like right past your knee towards your thigh. You can hold it here, breathing in. And then release it down. Very nice. Let's do the same with the other side. Breathing in. Lift your left leg up. Again, holding it. You can see I'm not right behind my knee, but right here. Yeah. Breathing here. And release. Very nice. We're going to do one more time each side. Breathing in. And then if you want, you can put your arm up. I'm flexing and releasing my foot for no apparent reason, but you can have it either way. This and release. And then inhale. Very nice. If you would like to do both, you can. If that's not okay for you, then just do one more time. Each leg separate. Okay, whatever works best for you. Breathing in, nice and steady. And release. Very nice. So some of you on poses like boat pose, and even in goddess a little bit, sometimes we get a little tremble. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Generally, I feel like the number one reason for me when that happens is I haven't had enough water for the day. So please always make sure you're drinking enough water and staying well hydrated, especially as we start to get into our hotter time of the year. A little PSA from Tanya. So let's come down to the mat. I'm just going to slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to switch this way so you can actually see my head. Slowly lowering down. Very nice. So from here, we're going to do a nice little stretch. We talked to our legs a lot today, especially in our goddess pose. So what I'd like to do is on an inhale, go ahead and lift that right leg up. And as you exhale, let your ankle come over your knee. And then if it's okay for you, you can lift that left leg off the ground and feel that nice stretch. If that's too intense, you can just keep it right here. But if you are able to, you can stay right here. And if you do want to take it a step further, you can take your right hand, weave it through that opening there that your right knee created, and just hold below your knee. We're just going to breathe here. Your chin is neutral, eye gaze is towards the ceiling, and you're just breathing and stretching. And just think about moving that left knee towards your chest on every inhale. And you should really feel this nice stretch along your hip here. Let's just breathe here for a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Release. Both feet back to the mat. And then on an inhale, let's straighten that left leg. Let the left ankle cross the right knee. Bringing the right foot up if it's okay for you. And then again, going a step further if you wish. If you want to stay here, yep. If you want to stay here, yep. Or if you want to continue, yes. Whatever works for you in this moment. Breathing here. And just enjoying that sweet, sweet stretch. One more breath. And on your next exhale, we're going to release. So inhale here. And release. Very nice. Let's bring your knees into your chest and just do some gentle rotations here. Nice little sacral massage happening. Very nice. Switching directions. Beautiful. Let's stop that motion. I have my fingertips pointing towards my toes. I'm going to breathe in here. And on an exhale, I'm going to bring my knees towards my chest. And on an inhale, I'm going to send them away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale in. Inhale away. Exhale in. And this time, when you inhale away, we're going to let those feet come up towards the ceiling. And then exhale into your chest. So inhale up. Exhale in. And if this is too intense and it doesn't feel great, just go ahead and bend your knees. That's fine too. No worries. Breathing here. One more breath. And release. Very nice. Feet down on the mat. We're going to just put your knees together, feet apart. Exhale here. And then inhale, let your feet come together and your knees go apart. Inhale. Exhale, knees together, feet apart, pelvic tilt. Inhale, feet together, knees apart. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more times. When you inhale this next time, let's just hold this pose for a couple of breaths. Relaxing here. You can bring your arms up into cactus if you want to engage them. If it's not necessary, you can keep them down here too. But if you do want a little extra engagement on this pose, you can bring your arms up into cactus. Breathing here. Notice if your thighs are inching their way closer to the floor as the body just completely embraces this pose and just lets go. Very nice. So from here, we are going to go into Shavasana. And I'll give you guys just a second to grab a blanket if you want to put it over you. If you do need a little bit of support under your lower back during this, go ahead. You could put like a folded blanket or pillow. Or if you'd like to have something under your knee here, now would be the time to go grab a couple of pillows or something, just if you need a little extra support under your knees while we're in Shavasana. You can always just keep your feet up like this as well. Or if you wish to sit in a chair, you can do that too. It's really wherever you're going to be. All of these things, again, whatever you can feel you can do to just be at peace for this moment in time. Okay, so let's just let your body get into its last pose here. And we're going to do a little bit of breath work together. So let's put your hand on your abdomen, right above your belly button here. We're going to breathe into a count of 4 and hold it, and then release to a count of 4. Okay, so let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, noticing the movement, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4. One more time, all together, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. And release. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Let your breathing just become natural. Let your eyes close. And just let each part of your body just become comfortable on the mat. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly as you breathe naturally. In and out. And as you're breathing, notice each part of your body. Give each part of your body permission to sink into the mat, to just completely release into this space. And as you breathe, in your mind's eye, notice your toes. Give your toes permission to relax. Your feet, your ankles. Think about how they, your calves, your knees. Allow each part of your body this time. Just relax. Release any kind of remaining tension or stress you may feel in the thighs, in our hips. We ask so much of our body in a given day, and it's okay to allow this time to just let it be. There's nothing left for us to do except breathe nice and steady. And with each breath, give a new part of your being permission to release, permission to relax your abdomen, chest, shoulders, neck. Think about your jaw. Think about your teeth. Unclench. Lips slightly apart and allow for this softness in your face. Allow for your eyelids to be just gently closed. Nothing to see. Nothing to notice outwardly. All of our noticing is inward. We notice how everything feels. And we notice if we need to release more. And we notice our breath in and out. Breathing in, and knowing breathing in. Steady, peaceful, comfortable, in and out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. allowing a sense of comfort, calm, and freshness to travel through all parts of your body, through all parts of your being. And as you notice the sensation of peace that's traveling within, begin to slowly move your toes. Bring movement back to your body. And open and close your fingers. And just begin to stretch in any way that feels right for you, as if you're waking up from a lovely nap, a lovely rest that your body needed, that your brain needed. And then when you're ready and you've stretched, bring your knees into your chest. And we're going to very easily rock from side to side. If you can go all the way over, great. If you want to just do a gentle central rock, that's great too. And the next time you get to whatever side feels strongest for you today, just let your knees rest on the floor and just hold here for one more moment. Just one more chance for your body to absorb all the benefits of your practice here today. One more moment to sigh happily into this space. And then after you've taken a few breaths here, you can just press yourself up to an easy cross-legged pose, or please come up in any way that feels safe and comfortable for you, using props if you need to, if you have them nearby. And as we close out our time here together, I want you to just let your body and your brain think for a moment of the intention you set at class, the word that you were using, or the phrase, or your goal, how you were hoping you would feel at the end of this class. So let's just give ourselves this moment here. I am so thankful you were able to join me this morning. And I'm sending you on your way with a namaste. Please feel free to close with whatever word or phrase feels right for you. Namaste.